going on? It's your girl Ashley Amaya, and listen, I always say, but I'm gonna say it again. You already know what it is. It's the real, the raw, the rap. Baby, it's the hot seat. And listen, it's starting off real hot already. I got my boy Trey Jai in the seat, kicking it with me.
So with you.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm in the hot seat apparently.
He's in the hot seat. Listen, I'm just ready to get into it, but this is the thing. First off, I do this every show, okay? A lot of times people have these platforms and they say it's for other people, but then they don't let other people talk. So I have this thing, it's called the BAE segment, and that basically stands for brag about yourself, okay? So listen, what I need you to do, I need you to look in the camera, and when I say go off, I mean go off, okay? I want you to brag about yourself. You have 60 seconds. When you hear, 60 seconds. When you hear this, you gotta stop, okay? All right? But when I say go off, I'm talking about what's up? Who's Trey Jai? You ready? Let's get it.
Yeah, that's my cue.
That's you.
What's going on? I go by Trey Jai, aka Trizzy J. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Trizzy J. I just dropped a project yesterday called Love Hills on February 12th. They're streaming everywhere. The best R&B artists coming out of Raleigh.
Okay.
One. The best R&B artists coming out of period. Trap R&B, how you want to put it. You know, so I got money up on that too. You know, I'm confident with that.
Okay.
Just that boy, you know, so the project I just dropped on Ladies Man, apparently is catered to the women. I've been dropping a lot of music, there's some rapping and stuff like that, but then they was like, why you drifting away from singing? So I'm like, God, let me switch back real quick. So I got back to singing, really singing, like, you know, painting, dropping music kind of stuff. But about myself though, real laid back, top tier kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I can't be compared or duplicated to anybody else. It's self-explanatory, honestly. You'll get to know me once you follow my social media, see what I got going on, you see how I give it up. Just that boy.
Alright. The first thing I'm gonna ask you is, you know, tell me a little bit more about your story. Like, okay, so you sing and you rap, but like, where did all of this come from? How did this develop? Tell me a little bit about like where this started for you.
For me, I would say from the roots, I've been singing since I was yay hot.
Okay.
In church choirs. And then from there, kind of like how I transitioned over doing music was in high school. Nobody knew I could sing. It's a crazy thing.
Okay.
They happened to hear me reciting a Breezy song on the radio, and they're like, wait a minute. So I kind of shy back, like, nah. They was like, bro, come record something. So we used to tape stuff on the wall, record like that. And then eventually it just started clicking for me. Just went from there. So now I've been actually taking it serious the past 3 years.
Okay. So what else do you do other than, so like in your spare time, what else do you do? Do you have another job, another career, or do you put everything into this music?
Nah, I got work 3 jobs.
Wow.
All that gets invested into the music.
Yeah.
UPS, the clinic, carpet detailing.
Okay.
Flip everything, put it straight in the music, that's it.
Okay. So in everything that you do, as far as you as an artist, who do you feel like you're the voice for in your music?
Relation-wise, like who can relate to me?
Yeah.
That's a good one. I'm gonna say but honestly, I'm gonna say street dudes. I guess you could say like a lot of my music. You hear me talking about my family behind the wall in prison and stuff like this. So it's like I'm basically voicing their thoughts on how they thinking back there. How they always tell me like, yo, stay out the way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do stuff different. Try to prevent from coming back here this way. So I just rap their life and my life. What I came up around. Rapping wise, when I'm singing, I think I'm pretty much just singing for the fellas, trying to get our voices to the women. Okay,
so you say you can sing. You can sing. Okay, so if I told you to do something right now, what would you do? Not even nothing long, but if I told you to, cause listen, listen,
Yeah,
this the hot seat. You don't know who gonna watch this, when they gonna tap in, they gonna be like, Trey Jai, let me look, let me see. So, okay, let me see, let me hear something.
Want to hear something?
Let me hear something.
I'll give you something from the latest project I just dropped.
Okay.
Let's see, we're gonna start off like, matter of fact, I'm gonna give you something called Kill Zone.
Kill Zone, okay. And you better kill it.
I just wanna sex you. I just wanna do you better. Tonight it's going down. Gonna give you half of me, gonna give you all. When them Vickies feeling sticky, take them off. But leave them heels on, cause when the thrill's on, you're in the kill zone. Tonight it's going down.
Hey!
So I'm gonna give you, know, it's in the
Uh-oh!
attitude though.
And you said you was a lady.
Come on.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
Okay, wait a minute. So, listen. Boy, you bad. Go ahead. I like that. But let me tell you something. So, all these love songs, all these ladies, man, all this talk that you're doing. Tell me your experience as far as being an artist and having relationships. Are you in a relationship?
Currently, no.
Currently, no.
Yeah.
Your music, does any of that reflect some of the relationships you've been in?
Yeah, everything definitely reflects my life.
Okay, good or bad. Let's talk about some of these relationships. What do you think your hardest song, the most hurt song you got, the most hurt one? What was it about?
The most hurt song will probably be on the recent project I dropped, Love Hills, called Hardest Thing, which is related to breakup. You know,
Alright.
the process with all that, and just what was the hardest thing with breakup, you know, so getting over somebody, or what caused the downfall in the relationship.
Okay. All right. So
That's the one.
now this is the question you've been waiting for, y'all. When I told him when he first sat down, I was like, "Listen, I got something I already know. I really, really want to ask you. So is anything off limits?" And he like, "Well, Dad." So you ready?
I'm ready. Nothing off limits.
Okay. So this is the thing. Okay, so I tuned in up to a live that you had. It was after you did a show down in Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess after the show, you know what I'm saying, your boys, your people doing what they supposed to do. They supposed to hand out your stuff or whatever it is tangible that you're giving just to put in people's hands. You're supposed to hand it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, you're being very observant and you kind of scouting the room and looking, and you notice along the way there's a real, you know, big time rapper's manager that you see that is giving you stuff, and you watch him just like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, alright. Now, I'm gonna ask you, you know, about your feelings as far as the situation and how that went, but then I also want to play devil's advocate too. So you gotta buy when you're in the hot seat. So you know what I'm saying? Just you can't get mad. Just answer the question, okay?
I got you.
So when that happened, I mean, I don't want to say, we ain't gonna say the artist's name or whatever, but he's okay. Well, turn up. So it was Lucy's manager, right?
Yeah.
So how did that make you feel when you seen that, as you know, being someone that's really trying, you know, you grinding, you in the industry?
Well, my first instinct was me being in Atlanta. I'm like, I'm about to show, you know what I'm saying, buddy some rally. You know what I'm saying?
Not set up for that one day.
I was gonna violate him, but then I thought, I was like, he didn't see me perform. He came right after the fact, so it was like he couldn't put a face to the merch that was given to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought for a second, I'm just sitting there like, dang, it is kind of funny because they just treated me like, you know what I'm saying, dude from Hustle and Flow, he just flung my CD. But I wasn't really tripping. It was more so of an experience where I know I would be able to tell everybody else about it, laugh about it, rather than me taking the heat and blow it up, you know, to make it more than what it was. But had it been another way around, he actually seen me perform and did that, who knows how it would have went, honestly.
Yeah.
You know?
So let me tell you that, did you take that as a growing moment as well?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, you think that was part of like why you processed saying, you know, let me just leave it alone because
he
didn't see me?
Yeah, had he seen me, like I said, it would probably been different. But
okay. So let me ask you this. What was the merchandise that was given to him?
it was a shirt and a CD.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is where I'm going to play devil's advocate in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and don't get mad, because we just having a conversation,
Yeah.
right? So, let's say he did see you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what you gave him, the fact that it a CD, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people they not popping CDs in like that no more. So, you know, what if it was kind of like he felt like, you just really gave me a CD? It's, you know, in times like this, like people don't do CDs no more. Like, what if he came from that aspect of it? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? So going forward, do you think you will always maybe do CDs in this shirt, or did you kind of think like maybe I shouldn't? What's another way?
Honestly, no, but that was kind of like the only merchandise I had at the time. Like ever since then, I kind of stepped it up and got other ways of it. So like I got barcodes, not barcodes, but QR codes and stuff like this.
Yes.
But that's all I had at the time, so I just took what I had and ran with it.
I mean,
so I probably wouldn't trip had he looked at it like that, because again, everybody don't take CDs.
Right.
And I've had people turn me down like, nah, I don't want a CD, but just let me, you know, search it on my phone or something.
There you go. Yeah, that's good that you also identified that. I mean, and at the end of the day too, when it comes down to it, everybody's not for you. Everybody not going to. Some people that don't need to be your way. You know what I'm saying? That's not the path that's for you. So I mean, just keep going with everything that you're doing. So new projects, what you got coming up? Because you know you gave me a piece of something. You gave me a piece of the little pie.
I just dropped something, Love Hills. It's everywhere. It just came out yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, midnight yesterday. It came out.
How do you feel about that project? Think it's gonna? Did you push? Like,
yeah, I'm definitely pushing that. Like I said, a lot of people been waiting on me to sing more. I just put some of my story probably a few weeks ago and asked like, you want me to rap more, sing, but I put like a
poll.
30-second clip.
Clip. Okay.
And people was like, sing more. Everybody was putting sing.
Yes.
Like, cool, we're gonna just drop this project then. So I feel like it was the right time for it.
Okay.
And we responded to my fans and my supporters.
Now in COVID, have you still been traveling and singing, or are you mostly staying local?
Nah, honestly, I haven't. I went to a couple events for Out in the Mud back in like October, but that was the first time I actually been traveling and doing shows in a couple of years.
Wow.
Like I said, I took a break just to like figure out the business side of things and figure out I was gonna rebrand and market myself. So now I feel like I'm out here now. It's just staying consistent with it.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you this last question, okay? When it comes to your craft and everything that you know, what you want to stand for, as far as when you put your music out, who would you say you kind of look up to as far as like inspiration?
We talking like specific categories or just in general?
Just in general.
In general.
Just in general, who they embody, what they embody.
Artistry wise, I'm gonna say Chris Brown and Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
Artistry wise.
Okay.
But as far as like how I conduct myself business wise, I would say like a Master P or a Jay-Z. I'm kind of collective and all about helping people out along the way as far as with myself too as well. So I try to include everybody what I got going. I'm trying to keep it in house with everything, videos to production, the whole nine.
Okay. Well, listen, Trey Jai, I enjoyed chilling with you, kicking it with you, talking a little bit about you. You did see, it wasn't bad, right?
No.
It wasn't bad. I just wanted to ask. When I seen it, I was like,
That's funny because everybody be asking me every time they see me, hey, you really let him do that to your CD? I'm like, man, yeah. They're like, yo, you didn't change. I'm like, no, it ain't. Yeah, they ain't that simple. So don't do it like that. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, it's business too. You don't want to be coming into the game as people labeling you as a problem and all that, you know, nonsense or whatever. So sometimes it come with it. You know what I mean? It come with it. You gotta pick and choose your battles. So definitely keep all those things in mind. Keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, man, your voice is incredible.
Appreciate
so if I had to, you know, add my little 2 cents into the poll, I would say yes, definitely sing.
Okay.
Definitely sing. You have a voice on you.
It's like everybody want both, kind of. But I like singing. That's why I came in doing singing.
Okay. Well, before we go, you got any shout outs, social media, all that stuff. Let the people know how they can follow you.
You can follow me again on all social media platforms at Trey Jai. You can stream my music on all streaming sites at Trey Jai as well. I will show you the barcode I got on the back of my hoodie, but
Okay.
that's how I went down there to Charlotte yesterday. But yeah, check it out. Love Hills. I got Trizzy. That project just dropped a couple months ago as well. That's like a rapping, singing kind of thing. But this one here, Love Hills, was definitely R&B vibes. Okay. Check it out. What's here?
Okay, well, you heard it yourself, my boy Trey Jai. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by and kicking it with me. I definitely enjoyed our time together. Keep doing what you're doing. Y'all already know I am your girl Ashley, your Maya, baby. It's the real, it's the raw, it's the rap, it's the hot seat. And y'all.